What's up, chat? Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Today's gonna be a great day. W's. Vibe coding. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on, guys. Every single day, I'm back. Welcome, everybody, and anybody who's new here. Got to use a Kimi test, huh? What's up, Johnny? What's up, Matt 3D? Linus, first one in the chat. Anybody who's new here, say something so I can update you on what we're working on. I woke up late today. I was super tired. But then right when I started getting on my computer, I just started to get all this energy because I started thinking about all the amazing things I'm gonna make. A beautiful day as always. Look, it's like a blue skies. We got the green mountains, the blue water. Later today, you're gonna go probably catch a wave. But for now, we're vibe coding an app. So we gotta get into the actual project. Triple Tape Swarm, welcome to the chat. Dr. Disrespect from Hawaii. Oh, wow, I really appreciate that comment. Damn, this obsession with your work feels different, man. Dang. That right there, that's the comment that I was freaking hoping that you guys could see in me, is that I love what I do. I absolutely love vibe coding. I started coding when I was 12 years old because I was looking at computers like, how does this thing work? How does this computer work? It's so cool. And ever since then, I've been so fascinated in learning how to code and learning how to do everything, telling the computer what I wanted it to do. And And it's sad because I slowly got older and then built a business that I didn't want, and then I fell into depression because I created something I didn't want to create because I was stressed out about money, and I created something that was not aligned with who I am as a person. But now I'm creating something that is like something I really am interested in making, and I love coding. So now I'm really doing me in the best way possible, and I'm happy. And I'm glad you guys are able to see that, because that is how I feel. W life. I literally feel so alive, being in alignment with like who I am and how my mind has been created to be. No one can stop you if you don't stop, you know what I'm saying? Every single day I've been streaming. This is only day, what's today, 18? It's only day 18. We're just getting started, guys. I've been coding my whole life though. This is just day 18 of me sharing what I'm coding live with you guys. So let's open up the other window and see if we can launch the app. Let's launch the app. This is the wrong context right here. I need to pull it into a different folder system. Let's run the run sh command that I built yesterday, and it should pop up the app for us. So guys, today I want to work on two things. I want to work on today. Life is a sport, let's go. You can look at it however you want. That is an interesting way to look at it. So we're coding an app. Currently this is the way the app looks, but what I want to work on is I want to work on the design, because I want to create like a secondary design that looks different from this design, just to see which one I like better. And the other thing I want to do is work on the getting my actual coding set up. Like, see how I have this like very rudimentary like CLI tool set up, and it's just I feel like I can improve my setup. So I downloaded Cursor, I downloaded the codex, and see if I can make my coding IDE much more better. But anyways, so this is my app, guys, and if you don't know about what it is, it's a wait, let me just read this question real quick before I get into that. Yo, quick question, do you necessarily need macros to make an app for iOS? I have an iPhone but no Mac PC, and it's not as easy as Android. Where you just install Android Studio. Okay. Yeah, you do need a Mac to make an iPhone app. You do need it, yeah, because you need to have Xcode installed, and then they don't allow it on that on the Windows for some reason. I don't know why. Apple's goofy people. What's up, Drake? How's back? Trailblazing. So I don't know. I was thinking about setting up Cursor or Codex, but they actually, ChatGPT, OpenAI, they just changed their thing to be their app is different now. They just updated it, so I guess I have to check and see what that's all about. But okay, so here's the thing. I want to get this app. I may try to do a full redesign today, because I want a second take on a design. I was at the beach and I was sitting there and I was just like sitting, looking at the sun and looking at the sky in the park. And I was like, man, there's so many great colors. Like, look at all the colors out here, the green and the blues and the bright colors, and it looks so nice. And I was thinking, maybe the app should be more like blue, like these. Maybe it should be more brighter colors instead of these colors, you know, like. So I like this design, don't get me wrong, I really like this design a lot, but I want to look at a second design and see maybe if I like that better. So and I have an idea in my head, but I have almost nothing to show for it. So I need to create this design to see if I like the way it looks. So I'm gonna be doing that today, working on a second design. And then the other thing is just setting up my IDE setup to be maybe differently. I might want to set it up to be using either Codex or Cursor or something like that. Okay, so now you guys are up to date with what my plan is for today. Let me catch up with your guys' questions in the chat. Do you think it's the last day with Fable 5? I don't think so. You really recommend Codex with 5.6 Soul with high effort, but you should use it for front end. If you know how to steer GTP. Okay, thanks for the tip. What's up, Omar? Welcome back to stream. Another day, every day. You know what, I'm here every day. Claude is doing good design by itself. Yeah, I might have like Codex be checking Claude and Claude be checking Codex. I was watching some videos of some other developers online, and a lot of them were saying to cross-check code with different LLMs, basically. Good idea with brighter colors. I think so too. I was thinking, like, yeah, I was just thinking, like, let's try to get some of these colors in life into the app. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, because this is life, and like it's beautiful, and I like the white. Like, look at the white. Let's make the app like white, bright white with some blues, some green, some nice greens, and and we'll keep the same user interface so it'll operate the same or very similarly, right? I'm gonna update it over time, but I think I want to make the app like a good vibes, baby. Like, kind of like the intro. Got the intro music, good vibes. We get the app, good vibes. And I think the app is a little bit more like, it's like a peaceful set. It looks like peaceful, but I wanted to bring like more joy into the app, more like happiness into the app, because I think that's the ultimate tier. Like, when you see somebody who's fully happy in life, like you just like kind of look at that and it's like, okay, that's it. Like, if whoever's having the most fun doing what they're doing is winning, is really like doing life in the best way. Because if you're happy, then you're happy. Doesn't matter what the circumstances are or what you're doing. Like, I could be coding having fun, but someone else could be coding and having a bad day. Someone could be out on the water, like at the beach having a bad day, but the other person could be at the beach having a great time and having fun, enjoying life. And I think that's the thing that I look at and I go, wow, that's it. I just want to be like smiling. I want to be feeling that excitement for life, you know? So maybe we could get some of that energy. We need to get some of this energy into the app design. Get this into the app design. So I have some ideas. I do have some ideas. The start of your stream itself made me happier. Wow, that just made my day. Like, seriously. I appreciate that I could affect just one person in a positive way. That means the world to me, honestly. That's all I could really ask for, to bring good energy to other people. You know what I'm saying, guys? Just bring good energy. Just bring good energy. This guy's a little bit too serious for me. So let's bring some more life into it. So I'm gonna show you guys what I was looking at online that really like drew my attention. So I was looking at, let's see here. I had some images saved, characters. Okay, so these are some like, you guys know me, like I like to scroll around on the internet and just look at stuff that I like and then just save it to my computer as like a mood board. So this is like my mood board basically for what I think I want to go for. Just like, obviously, I think two people, this is kind of cool. I saw this on like Pinterest or something. I thought, okay, that's good vibes. And then I saw this guy. I saw, I like Headspace's thing. Headspace thing's kind of cool. And then I saw this guy who was creating this, and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. Look at this. Like bowling on the computer, skateboarding. When I saw this, I was like, whoa, that's the style. That's the style right there. And so I was like checking screenshots of some of their guys that they had. They have like this guy. By the way, I did not create these. This is an actual person who made these. So respect to the guy who's out here designing these. But I want to go for something like this though. Like just people living life, having a great time. Like look at this. Little vibe code action on the computer. Eating some food. These guys are perfect. And like, I think if I combined some of these characters together, like how it did, like I need to make my own characters though, because, or I could work with this guy. This guy, he let's see if we can find him. Where was he at? I found him on Dribble, but he actually is open for work. So I could actually pay him to make some of the art for the app. And he's actually worked with a lot of people on other projects like advertising and stuff like that. So if I mentioned to him what I'm making and what I'm building, like maybe he could just help me make some characters for my app. But honestly, this is so dope. I just love that. I love this. It's insane. So we could try to have AI like create something different but similar, or reach out to the guy who actually does this. Okay, 1 second. Thanks, I appreciate it. I don't know how to say your username. That's why I follow you, bro. Feels like FaceTime while I work. Appreciate the good vibes. I really appreciate that, Jake. You had scoliosis and doctors said it couldn't be cured without surgery. Thanks to the motivation and energy, I recovered from it in 3 years. You're 36 now, and now you have all the energy in the world. Let's go! W. Omar. That's good. To have positive outlook into the future. That's the key, you know? The key, just look at life, see the beauty of it, be grateful, find the positivity, do what you enjoy doing, follow your interests. Never worry. There's nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about. And let's just try to one-shot like a design, see if it can take some of these images and just see what it comes up with. But if it's too similar, then I would just call the guy who designed this, because I really like these designs and he's open for working on projects. So let me I would absolutely not want to take somebody else's work. That's for sure. So if we can make something that looks genuinely different than, but like my own style, then we'll do it. But if it doesn't, then okay, let's go in here. We'll support him. I want to support him. He does such a good job. I had these other like images saved in here, which is like just two friends like working together, like having fun together. You know, like Pikachu and Ash from Pokemon, like, you know what I mean? They're like two unstoppable like friends, because the app is about having an accountability partner with your friend too at the same time. So I was taking screenshots of just some characters being together, and that's why I really like these two, because they're similar styling to the other guys that I really like, these guys, and they're different. They're not the same because they're not people. These ones are all people, and the sun and the thing are just a sun and a flower. So let's give chat let's give GPT 5.6 the reference to the things we like, and see if it can make something new. I like this style though, guys, a lot. If you don't mind me asking, how do you expect you? Personally, I feel like I have perceived stress for no reason. You think your stress is coming from your age? Oh, okay. How old am I? I am. What do you guys think, actually? How old do you guys think I am? If you had a guess. Let me go full screen. How old do you think I am? Dude, got it right off the bat! You got it right off the bat. How did you know that? Did you know that? Is it because of my... If I was skinnier, would I look younger? The first answer, guys, is it. IBITOS. 33. 33 is correct. Can you make me a character that is the culmination of a lot of these designs? I want those the colors. If you notice the colors and the styling, I want to create my own style of character that is created with these colors and this type of style. It needs to be different though, because I don't want to be using someone else's art, and mainly it needs to stand out in my own unique way, and I'm just trying to get some ideas for how I could create my own character. But I'd like to create a character set, so it shouldn't just be one character, because I'm gonna want to have at least 2 friends. But not only that, I probably want to have a set of characters that look similarly, so I need like a character style design to create many characters of the similar style. So if you could help me create a character in this style that is unique and come up with another idea, I would really appreciate that. Okay, let's give that to GPT 5.6 Soul and see exactly what it's gonna come back with. My like last resort, like if I'm not getting good results back or things look too similar to this guy I really like, then I'm definitely gonna be contacting this guy to help me work on characters for the app, and I'll just pay him whatever whatever he needs to feel like. I mainly would be happy if he really appreciates the project. I feel like he might really appreciate the project and be excited to work on it. And who knows? Maybe he'll wanna create some stuff for free, or like at a discount. But either way, I'm happy to pay someone who's doing an awesome job, because I like to support people who are doing things that I like, and he's doing something that I really appreciate. So I don't mind paying anybody who's doing something like. I think he works with big brands though, so it's kind of expensive. That's the only thing. Another few tips. You can change the approvals in YOLO settings if it doesn't show on chat. You can enable a cute codex pet. Oh, interesting. Ultra mode? Try that. Do you think chat image generation is better than Gemini? Yes, according to my own experience, but also I think it's pretty much in agreement across the internet verse that ChatGPT is pretty much the best. Oh my gosh, it is different, and it it actually looks really different. It did a good job at making a unique thing, but I think what it did is it took the sunshine and it mashed it with the characters. These guys are funny. They're like jelly beans. I don't want to use those style. I'm gonna ask it to do another one. But is Codex better than Claude for pictures? Claude is pretty good though too. But yeah, I think ChatGPT 5.6 Soul specifically, not just Codex, guys. Gemini is decent though. I think Gemini is decent. Okay, let's ask it for another design. Can you please give me another can you just try it again? I appreciate the one you created. It looks like very different and definitely stands out. But I don't love that it looks like jelly beans. So can you try again? Do you think it's good to just say that in the same exact thread, or is it good to like drop it in? What? How did it do this so fast? Why is it creating circles? Can you create more of a person character that's actual human being and not so much a circle? You think Reddit people on Reddit make AI coding seem terrible, but AI coding is working. It's working for me, and I'm a developer. I've coded for many years. I've coded for 10 years. Maybe they aren't developers that are talking like that. It's not getting my thing or what? It's actually creating new characters, so this is not a bad idea. So let me just try to do it again. I don't know why it's being weird on me, but I need let's just copy the original message. Copy. New chat. You're next to me. If Kimi was faster, then would you use it instead of Fable 5? And if it was, I would the thing about Kimi in my experience is that its design choices are not as good as Fable 5. Even if it was as fast as it, I probably still wouldn't use it just because of the design choices. How long are the free credits? They're free credits right now for something. Good morning, Billy. You are vibe coding Lonnie Day right now. For anyone who doesn't know, my app is called Lonnie Day, which means heavenly day. And I have a whole description online of what I'm creating, why I'm creating it, and if you're interested in reading about it, then I just read that link that I just put into the chat. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to create characters, new styling, new design system for the app itself, because I want to try a brighter look. I want to try to create more of a look that you're seeing behind me. Bring the earth into the app. Some green, some blues, some bright colors. Get some good vibes going. It's currently generating an image that I'm waiting for. How difficult was vibe coding the UI on mobile? You want to know what? I designed it myself. I designed the UI on Figma right here. This is all done right here by hand, and I created it. So it took me 3 months to make that, and once I had that, then I gave it to the AI to understand what I'm trying to do. So I think it's important to start off with your own design. The foundation is the most important. So for anyone out there who's trying to build an app, I would recommend, look at what it came up with, guys. I want it to look more human. I forgot to say that. Instead of being circular objects, I want it to look more human, like a person, the shape of a person, but in the form of a character. Why is it not like want to do second? Whenever I say something else, why does it not want to do it? Is it because it's still generating something? I'm just gonna give it a bunch of maybe not give it this first one, but I don't want it to look like those other ones too much, though. You know what I'm saying? So I have to copy. Why does it always delete my new chat window that I have? It should keep the information, would be dope to keep there. I need it to be in the form of a person. The character should be a person, the shape of a person, but it should be in the form of a character. I do like the sun in the thing, so I'm gonna give it to it. See, they're too blocky. This one was better. Oh, interesting, dude. I kind of like more of like a real person thing, but not like this real. This looks too real person. Is there a tool for Claude to, yeah, there's an MCP server for Figma, so you just connect Claude to Figma, and it can read all of your designs for like in it, and then it can make the app based off of your designs in Figma. I have to stop previous requests. Yeah, I knew something was up. I'm like, what? This is, I usually don't use this. The ChatGPT just made a new web app apparently, and I just downloaded it. This is different enough to use. I think all of these are different enough to use because they're not close enough to these characters from a design perspective, which is I do like and I do appreciate. This one's interesting. This one's still generating. Here we go. I don't know. I'm still up in the air, guys. I keep doing that. Did you just see what I did again? They merged Codex with GPT app, and now it's the super app where all of AI's tools are located. CD is pretty cute. Okay, I think let's see here. Out of all of them that have been generated so far, I think I like this one the best, but it looks a little bit too human. I like probably I like this too, kinda. Something about it. I don't like it perfectly, but I still want something that's like really unique. So guys, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go into Dribble and look at character designs. Let's go look at some character designs. Characters. No, we don't want any of these. Maybe we can find our guy, because this is how I found these characters, was in Dribble. But what is that? That's like a mosh pit. The characters, John, they'll be used just throughout the app, you know, like they'll be just, I'll sprinkle them in wherever it makes sense, and wherever it doesn't make sense, I'll leave them out, like when there's more like UI heavy, you know, like if it's a UI heavy screen and a lot's going on, or if it's just like, you know, I'll figure out where it makes sense. But yeah, like probably like the login flow, and maybe, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure yet, but I do want characters, and it's kind of like the characters are representing the style of the design. And I would like to have 2 characters personally, maybe just 2 that are like friends. I'm just seeing if I can find anything else that I like out here in the internet world. I don't mind these guys. I don't necessarily like the colors of these guys, but for some reason I like these. I like the eyes and the faces on this. So let's save this image as save it to where I have the other stuff. I think I have it in docs. I have so many different folder systems. Characters. Save. You can just send a pic and tell it to edit it, make it a bit less human, not realistic. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Do you think I should give it Mookie? You guys think I should give it Mookie, Kai and Mookie, and have it try to recreate those characters? But I'd have to be very specific of how I don't want that style, though. I want this newer style. Let's try to do that. So for anyone that's new here, I created characters called Kai and Mookie, and this is them. They're currently in the previous design or the current design of the application, but I'm doing a new redesign right now. And maybe if I give it these 2 characters and then say I want that in the style of this new style. So let's go into the Kai and Mookie folder. Oh my gosh, I think I like the new colors so much better than these ones. But let's see if we can do this. Let's go new chat. Let's say, let's just give it the front facing and the side facing. How do I reference images? I need to reference these images in the actual prompt. You know what I'm saying? I want to do a new chat, but see, the problem is if I click new chat, then it removes my current chat every time. I wish it didn't do that. I wish it allowed me to have multiple new chats open. How do I reference an image that I add into the prompt in the actual message that I give? Reason why I need to do this is because I need to give it the file path, so I can say this is the design, the characters I want, and then I want this design. The local manual fetch is blocked. Really? Describe the attached image, recreate the UI. It says just to refer to it. Whenever I do this though, whenever I have done that in the past, it doesn't work. But it's what it says to do. I'm just gonna say the actual file name. I'm gonna say the actual file name. The actual file path. What's up, Mark? Welcome back to stream. W every single day. We're here. We're vibe coding. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna try to create Mookie and Kai adds the new designs, and if I can find my characters, assets, images, characters. Let's go. Let's give it these ones specifically. These file paths are called original. I'd like you to recreate the Kai front.png and the Mookie front.png files. Those are the characters that I want, but I want them to be like in the style and the colors of the original images. These other images that I'm giving you, the characters that have bright colors, I want them to be kind of like recreated with these colors in this type of style, but mainly the colors. And it's okay if you can make them look more human than the images that are currently the colorful ones. So if you could help me recreate these characters, that would be very helpful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Brendan? Welcome back to stream. Okay, so for example, tell it to pressure the pig, edit, just edit, don't generate a new picture. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do one more thing here because I like these guys so much, and I like this guy, I like this guy, I like this guy. Can you merge these characters into one character? It needs to be a human character that has like, also has like more of a animated look to it at the same time, you know, like mesh a real person into an animated person. But I want it to look more, I want it to lean more towards a character than a real person. But I want to use these colors. That's the most important thing. The colors are what I really like. Okay, now I have two prompts going. This one and this one. And I'm gonna do another one. I'm just gonna start just generating crazy amounts of things. I like this for some reason, this little dragon with this little girl. I wouldn't use that for anything I'm doing right now, but I just for some reason appreciate that. I like this little guy. He's like, what? What? Can codecs create many images together? I'm not sure. What's up, Steph? Happy New Year 2024? Geez, that's an old image. Like, I would love to have 2 characters that are friends. That's like my main thing that I want. So I probably should give one that's like that. Let me do another one. New chat window, friends. Friends, yes. See, this is what I said. Friends, yes. I'm just gonna put the whole folder in there. I'd like the characters in the friends, yes folder. That's like what I'm going for. I want 2 characters that are friends and having fun and supporting each other and got each other's back. But I want it to be with the colors and the styling more similarly to the EXP folder, the characters that are in there. Can you create me some character ideas, like 4 different character ideas, and I want them to be friends. Oh my gosh, guys, I didn't even finish the prompt. I didn't even put the prompt in with that. Oh my gosh, this is not right. Look at what it did. Oh my god, wait a second, look at what it did. Mookie's just all is like colored out, but it's still very like anime looking. That's definitely terrible. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, that's for sure. I like that. I like this right here. So far, this is the best one. But he needs the friend. And has anyone said I look like XQC? I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, because it's only been it's only been 50 or 100,000 people. No, it's like I feel like I get that every day. You like the moon kite are a bit realistic looking. You like that? Argentina and Spain. What about it? You guys are funny in chat right now. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go into here. Okay, I'm going into here, and this looks different enough. It's not the style of this. It's different. It has eyes. These other characters don't have eyes, so I really like this guy. Next level, dude. And now he needs a girlfriend. Can you make this guy a girlfriend? And he needs a pet too. Needs a pet monkey. Okay, but they have to be doing like tricks though, because the thing I like about the characters that I found originally was because the dude was skateboarding, he was on the computer, he was eating food, the girls were like riding bikes, and like, you know what I mean, like everything was good vibes. It was like everyone was doing what they love to do, and everyone has a smile on their face, and that's the key. And so this guy is good style, but I want him to be doing stuff like the OG people, like this person's bowling, this person's shopping. You know, I want like ice skating. So I want a whole set of characters, like a whole set of characters that are all like different but in the same style. And because this guy has eyes and he looks more like symmetrically shaped as a human, then I feel like it's different enough, but also it's similar enough to the style I'm going for. Oh, it's kind of fire actually. Okay, I need actually an image that has... wait, should I reference both of these or... Okay, I like the girl and I like the guy, and what I want you to do is I want you to create a series of 10 different characters that look like in this exact same style. I need 10 different characters, all like different ethnicity, everything. Like they just need to be totally different. Like I want 5 guys and I want 5 girls, and they need to look differently and stand out from each other. And I want them all to be in separate images, not within one image. So just like how you just gave me one image of a person and another image of a person, I need 10 images of these different characters. I'm super hyped about this new character design thing that I'm working on with the colors and everything. I'm imagining just like the good vibes in the app and everything, and like the way I'm gonna design it's gonna be super cool too. The user interface, I'm already imagining like how dope it could look. I guess let's keep looking for some other characters, just in case there's another one that I might like. A lot of people do this like small head, big body thing. I noticed this small head, big body thing is really popular. I don't know why. I don't necessarily like care to have a small head, big body thing. See, look at it. Here's another one, small head, big body. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I guess these designers love to do that. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything right now. You look on Pinterest for things? Okay, let's go Pinterest. Character. Let's go characters. Illustrator. Characters. Pinterest. I don't know how to spell Illustrator. Characters, Pinterest. Character illustration. Illustration. I'm mainly looking for the faces. The faces are like so crucial, and also the style. The colors can always be fixed. The colors, like, it doesn't matter if the colors are not right, we can fix the colors. It's mainly the style, the faces, and how it's drawn. You know, like we want a frog out. What the heck is going on here? Log in. Do I have an account? Pinterest doesn't let you look at their things without having an account. What's up with that? I like this guy with the blue hair and this girl. I don't know, something about them. Something about it. I like those two a lot. These next ones coming up, I don't know how I feel about that guy. I mean, they're good. They just don't have cool hair like the other ones have cool hair. Are you complimenting my hair right now too in real life? Do I had to maybe I should dye my hair blue like this guy in the images. For GPT image, style is the most important. Like, if you don't give it a few pics showing the artistic ability 101, yeah, definitely definitely feels like that to me too. I would agree. As I'm doing it, it definitely is picking up on the style mostly. What's up, Johnny? I'm looking for like bright colors. I'm looking for colors that represent the blue and the greens. I almost kind of want. I like how her pants are blue, and you see how they have opposite. The reason why I really love this guy and this girl is because she has the top and he has the pants, and they flip the colors, and then the hair in this I like it, and then the hair in this I really like it. They look like two good people to be like characters in the app. These other guys are gonna be different people, but I'm not necessarily falling in love with these other characters as much. So I think I'm gonna go with these two for now. I'm gonna download them to my desktop. Why is it saving into downloads? New chat. Can you make me an image of this guy skateboarding and another image of him on the computer? Can you make me an image of this girl riding a bike and also painting? Are you asking if my hair is easy to maintain in real life? I would say yes, because all I do is wash it with shampoo. I don't ever brush my hair ever, and I don't put anything in it either. Would you make a character design system based on those two characters, almost like a font? Yeah, I think Brandon, I'm gonna make a like a whole design system, but I don't want him to be like super on the computer, like at a desk though. I didn't like that. I don't like that desk picture. Can you make a image of him on the computer and skateboarding? But for the computer one, I want the computer to be floating in the air as he's walking, and just happy, like vibe coding. And the skateboard, he should be doing like an ollie or like a kickflip. Can you make me two images? One of the girl and she's watering plants and then having a good time, but the plant, she's just holding the plant in her hand as she's watering it. And then for the like in a pot, and then for the other image, can you have her singing music like into a microphone, but just like the microphone, and that's it, and just singing? And it could be like the music symbols that are like floating into the air or something like that. See, he's not doing a kickflip. I knew it. I knew it. He's on the ground. Oh. I need there to be no background, and also I wanted two separate images. I probably should create one image. Can you just create the bike only and have no background in it? Not painting at the same time. Painting at the same time is crazy, dude. What is she doing? What is she doing? What is going on with this one here? Imagine, dude. Just a girl going by doing that. She's having a blast. She's doing what she loves, and she's not gonna stop. She's not gonna stop painting. She's not gonna even take a break. She's gotta get lunch, and she has to be on her bike to go get lunch. Oh my god. Can you remove the background from this? I just want the bike and the girl and the painting. Okay, this is more of the style I'm trying to go for. Something like floating, like that. This is what I'm looking for, not like that. Oh, this is way better. Yeah, now we're talking. That's the vibe I'm going for. You do video production with AI all the time? Okay. Wait a second. So, okay. This guy's kind of cool. He's kind of cool. This guy looks a little bit not that happy. The face in this guy's not right. The face, this guy's fine. I like his face. I don't know about that guy. Just the face. I'm looking at the faces because the key is to have the right style. In those guys don't have necessarily the right style. Like they're like this guy's pants. Nope, that guy's not. He's not the same style. Like look at this. This girl right here. She fits in. Like she fits in. See what I'm saying? She's the only one who fit in so far to what I like. Why did it disappear? After I did that, why did she disappear? What is this, green screen? Ooh, long hair with a... It's close, but it's not fully the same. I mean, it doesn't need to be exactly the same, don't get me wrong, but there's a certain... This is close, this is close. Doesn't need to be exactly the same, but... This guy's close, too. As long as you're next to me. So his proportions are, this guy's proportions are a little bit off. This guy looks a little bit too old for the, you see what I'm saying? He looks older. These people look like the same age. Maybe that's what it is. I need to delete this one. Looks too old. We're going for... It's okay, but I want them to fit into the same age bracket. What is this? Okay. I need more characters that look in the style of this, and just give me more different people, different ethnicities, but keep this style understand the facial structure of the characters and notice the lines and how everything's drawn. It's crucial when you're making new characters to use that similar styling. Bro, can you show me what you're building? Yeah, the application, you want to see it real quick? This is the current design, but I'm doing a redesign right now, and I'm doing the characters for the redesign. So the actual build, let me just bypass the phone number entry thing, which is just clicking up here. The application I'm building is a way to keep track of the actions you're taking and the reason behind it, and the like full understanding of like the motivation. What's the reason behind what you're doing, essentially, and to become fully aware of that each moment and to understand yourself in a deep way and to consistently keep that awareness on a day-to-day basis. And then it also doubles as an accountability tool that you would have with your friend. So I'm just building it out right now. Yeah. But currently what I'm doing is I'm making characters and I'm redesigning the app user interface. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I like to stay locked into what I'm doing right now because otherwise I would be so distracted. And I did that the other day, guys. I streamed in a way where I was jumping around from like what I was doing, different things to like keep it interesting, but I didn't get much done. I only made like a little bit of progress in like, it was just, I made a little bit of progress in a bunch of different areas, and it felt very scatterbrained and unfocused, and that's usually not how I work. How I work is I focus 100% on what I'm doing until I get it to a point where I like it. And then, and I mean, honestly, I could work on characters and the design of these characters for the entire day. That's kind of how I work. Because putting more time into one thing, to me, makes it a better like output in the end. So and I also have a logo. I want to create a new logo concept too. Oh. Can you please tell us the details of your app for newcomers like me? Okay, if anybody's new into the chat right now, that link right there from Nightbot that just got sent into the chat is the full description. It took me hours. It took me hours and hours. I really like this character, by the way. Oh my gosh. I like this character. Okay, but anyways, wow. I don't know, something about this character. Okay, so if anyone wants to know detailed information about the description of what I'm building, click the link. But because it took me 10 hours to write that. But I'll give you guys a short synopsis, which is I spent the last 10 years of my life, guys, coding. Wait, full screen. I spent the last 10 years of my life coding, and I fell into a depression. But it started off because I was interested when I was like really little. When I was really little, like 12 years old, I got fascinated with computers, and I was trying to figure out how they worked, and I was opening them up. And then over time, I started to figure out that, oh, I don't care so much about what's inside of the computer. I care more about the software and how the software makes it do what it does. And so I started looking at other people's code when I was really young. And then in high school, I started to play around with like, little projects that I would create at home. And then once I got to college, I ended up getting into the computer science class, and the computer teacher was like, hey, or no, the computer teacher just started teaching the class, and I already knew the information, and I went up to the teacher and I said, hey, I already know the information that you're teaching in the class. I learned it at home. And then he's like, okay, well, we'll just take the final, and if you pass it, then I'll give you an A for the entire class, and you don't have to show up to class. And after I got an A, I dropped out of school and started a software business. But then after 10 years of doing that, I fell into a depression, and I wondered what happened. Because I love coding, and I learned it without even anybody paying me. I learned how to code. So why do I not like coding anymore? And I realized that I had chosen to create a project out of stress, worry, fear, chasing money, and not actually doing something that felt meaningful to me and who I was, because I was so worried about money. I was so worried about being okay because I was dropping out of school, and this fear came over me because my parents were kicking me out of the house, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be homeless. I'm not gonna have food. Like, I don't know how to make money. And so I built this business out of fear. And then I created something that I didn't even want to create. And then I had to learn how to get out of this depression that I fell into, this loneliness. And what ended up happening is I learned a lot of lessons, and the lessons brought me into the understanding of there's always a motivation behind the action. And the motivation behind my action originally was feeling of lacking, and then creating a desire to accomplish and get something that felt like it was missing, which is all based in fear. And so I had to learn that once I let go of that feeling of worry, and I start to just move with the interest that I originally had before falling into this stressful, fearful state, worried state, then I naturally create things. You see what I'm saying? I naturally code. I naturally am interested in telling the computer what I wanted to do and creating things. And when I move with that interest, then I actually build something that I want to create. But also, there was something I learned in this depression that made me realize that I had been lacking love and connection in my life, like connection with who I was. I always felt separate. I always felt disconnected from life. And when I felt this feeling of love for the first time, I felt like this inseparable feeling from life itself. And I realized that in this connection, I am no different from you. And when I care for you as I care for myself, then like my whole life shifts, and I actually feel this I feel like life becomes meaningful. Before, life felt meaningless because I was just focused on myself. And then when I shifted to feeling this connection with other people and acting to try to help other people understand this lesson of life, these lessons of life that I have learned that have helped me so much, then now I feel like there's a meaning to life. Like, I'm not just here to basically receive and just like, oh, it's all about like myself because I'm worried I'm not gonna have a place to live. Now I'm living for you guys. I'm living to create something to help you guys out to understand life in a better way and how to move in your life without fear and with love, and follow your interest. Play, because playing is work. If you find what you love to play with the most, that is work. That is work. And me sharing this information with you is me like trying to help you out. And like, so I'm fully in alignment with who I am meant to be. Like, I'm every day coding, doing the thing I'm interested in doing since I was a little kid, and at the same time I'm sharing the life lessons that I learned that help me to become who I am now, having a great time in life. And so anyways, long story short, guys, I'm building an app that is going to help you understand your mind in a deep way, and help you decode the bugs within life itself. Decode the bugs within life. And the fear that is lived with each day is taking me away. Whenever I live with fear and worry and stress, it takes me away into the wrong actions, into the actions that lead me into a life that I don't want to be living. And to become aware of that consistently, day in and day out, is the key to building a life off of love and what you're interested in, so that you can live each day in a beautiful way. I'm telling you guys, I went through a lot of hard times in my life. I was very depressed. So the things I learned helped me out a lot. And I'm trying to, what I'm trying to do is culminate the actual things that have helped me into this app. You sent me a friend request on Discord, okay? So I'll check it out. Thank you for sharing. You have a new subscriber. Let's go! I appreciate that. So, sending love and appreciation to you, Billy. Keep being real. You know, it's like, how are people gonna feel? Wait, let me read this on my computer. I have an iPad here, but for some reason the iPad cuts off that. Oh, you put ... at the end, I see. How are you gonna feel if you don't give them your real you? Exactly. You, like, imagine I live my life and people don't know who I am because I chose to live the life out of worry, out of feeling like I'm lacking something and I need to go get something, and now I'm all worried and I'm like chasing this insecurity, and then I create this life. And people go, oh, that's you. And you're like, no, that's not me. That's not actually who I am. I'm not actually the guy who wants to do whatever I'm doing. This is just what I need to do. And it's like, no, that's not what you don't need to do it. There's always a different way to do it. Guys, I wish I could like give you my journal, dude. I have so much information in my journal, and sometimes when I'm on stream, I'm like, God, dude, only if you could read my journal. My journal is like thousands and thousands of entries, just like of things about life and understanding my mind, and how we don't exist outside of this moment. Every single memory, every single thought, every single feeling is happening right now in this moment. And all of the things that are creating your life are existing in your mind, because if we took your mind out and we put it on the table, then who would you be? What would you act? The decisions we make are just a combination of everything that's happening inside of our minds in this very moment, and the solutions to it can be solved instantly right now. your life can be whatever you want it to be. You can be fully in control, and the understand your mind is the ultimate key to creating the life that you want to live, and understanding how it operates. I just want you to know that to pay attention, to listen to how to why you're doing what you're doing, and get to the root source of it, to understand if it's based in a worry. And guys, I'm not here to tell anyone how to live their life. Like, you can choose. If you want to choose fear, you can go and choose fear. That's up to you. But what I'm trying to bring awareness to with the app is if you're choosing fear or love. And in my opinion, if I could choose between love or fear, I would choose love every single time, because I lived the life of fear and it was not good. It was not good. I didn't want to live anymore, and that was when I chose fear. So if that's what you want to choose, then go ahead. But I'm building an app to help become aware of which one you're choosing, and you get to decide what you want to choose. You get to decide. And I'm also trying to bring awareness to the importance of the reason behind an action, because I think oftentimes people are very analytical. Like, I think I oftentimes see people be very analytical, like, oh, I'm just doing this because XYZ, and it's interesting because sometimes I think emotions are bypassed or not thought about or not considered, because if I get angry enough, I'm gonna act. If I get scared enough, if I get worried enough, I'm gonna act. If I feel I love something enough and I'm missing it, I'm gonna act because I want to move towards doing it. And so like that emotional power runs deep inside of the human brain, and what we decide to do. And I'm going off on speaking right now, but I want to get back to these characters. I have 1, 2. The only problem with this one is the glasses, so let's fix that, because they don't look like they fit in. If you notice, these glasses in this character image, they don't look like they fit into the style. Can you update the glasses only? But I want there still to be glasses. They just don't look like the right style or same style of the drawing illustration. I mean, they're close, but it still would work. Yeah, codename Zulu. Agree with that one. Yeah, setting the example is the way. I think so too. I think setting the example. I think people learn more just by watching, and I think it's like that thing, like actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like kids see what you do when you're raising kids, or kids are growing up. Kids like watch what you do, but they don't really listen to what you say. You know what I'm saying? I don't like these new glasses. I don't like the new glasses. I like the old glasses better. Let's ask it to make some more characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you create me more character ideas, like 4 more that look in the same style as these characters? Please look at their facial structures. Please look at how they're being drawn out. Look at everything that's being used. I want you to really analyze these characters and try to create more that are different. I want them to be different. I don't want them to look like any of the characters that are here, because they should have a different style to them, or different like ethnicity or something like that. Just make a new character in a new way. Hey man, just subscribe to you. Super random, I saw your live stream. Thank you. I appreciate that you that we found each other. And I'm glad you want to stick around. I really anyone in here who's new and just found the stream today, I really appreciate anyone. Also the OG people, dude. Everyone has been super supportive, and I just like sharing vibe coding and connecting with you guys, not feeling so alone while I work. And that's the most important thing to me, and just not feeling alone, basically. And I want to do my best to show up for you guys in the best way I can. Just trying to show up for the world the best way I can. You think I should give it a target audience? View chat, characters. Okay, so I need a logo that's going to fit into here as well. And the logo that I liked so far is the actual sun one. So let's go into the actual sun one. And I'm gonna drop it in there and say, and then go to the characters that I have. I'm gonna say, okay. I'm looking to create a logo that meshes with these characters, and specifically the characters that are people. The sunshine and the flower I put in there because I'm maybe gravitating towards like a sun that has a face that matches with the characters. Notice the characters' faces, notice their eyes, notice everything about them. I want to create a sun that is a logo for the actual app. Don't use the style of the sun and the flower. I want the style of the characters. Look at the style of them and create a sun. I just added the image of the sun and the flower just so you could see maybe something to reference. What is this? That is not even close to what I want. Weird generation on that one. Is GPT 5.6 crashing? No, I'm just kidding. Do I feel like I get the most work done live or after live? Honestly, both. I feel like I get work done on live and after live the same amount. I think there are times though, Jake, where I feel that when I'm live, I get a little bit distracted. and then I have to refocus my energy back to what I'm working on. So probably off live, I'm more focused, but like I still get work done when I'm on live. Of course I'm getting work done. I think it's just probably the fact that I don't have to read chat. Like reading chat makes it a little bit more less focused when I'm streaming. But I do want to connect. I do want to connect with you guys, and that's why I'm streaming. So I definitely don't mind it being a little less productive when it comes to focusing. But I do have to focus on in like spurts of focus and spurts of short breaks of reading chat. It's what kind of app are you remaking? I guess I would describe it as an accountability tool. I appreciate that so much, Codename Zulu. I do appreciate that a lot, actually. This character is not this sun is not what I'm looking for, so I need to recreate it. Let's try Budge. Whenever I need to create an image, I just like to give it a whole bunch of... Can you create me a sun that's in the form of a logo? And it should work at really small sizes, like on an app icon. I wanted to match these characters specifically. Can you create me 2 different iterations? Or no, can you create me 5 different iterations that are not associated with each other, and they're in slightly different ideas, but still using the same style as the characters? For some reason it did not create images even remotely close to these. I don't know what is happening. I had the font here. Here it is. I'm gonna open this up in Photoshop and then export it as or I'll just screenshot it like this. Wow, Zulu, really appreciate that. And thank you so much for wanting to help out and things. I do appreciate that. I am eventually going to be looking for help on projects once I get this app up and running and everything's going. Yeah, Headspace is interesting. I like Headspace. I feel like my app is different from Headspace in the aspect of like, well, Headspace is like a meditation app, a lot of things, but I feel like my app is like the app you would open up after you close Headspace. I almost feel like that. Like, okay, I'm done with Headspace. Now I'm gonna open up Lonnie Day. So I do know what you're saying. I need a sun logo that's gonna fit in an app icon, and I added the Lani Day font, so you can look at that font and maybe recreate the logo with the character design, so the sun logo fits in with the characters, and then you could add the text next to it. And so I'm really just wanting to see this Lani Day logo fitting in with these characters. And I'm looking for maybe a sun with just like a genuinely good face that fits in. I think this character somehow messed up the styling. It's the hair, maybe? The hair is too realistic or something? Can you create me more characters in this style? Dude, I'm just running it up. I'm just running up more characters in this style. Yeah, I think it has the same style as what I'm going for. What's up, Bong stuff? I'm creating new characters, and I'm gonna create a new user UI too, and I want to go to my Dribble account real quickly to look at the UIs that I liked. You like this one? Moonlight. I'm gonna put it on the. I'm gonna put it online. I'll create a way to access it. The actual song files. I might just make my Suno playlist public. This girl looks similar to the girl that it made over here. But I liked the darker outfit for some reason. Whoa, full screened on me. Codex just full screened on me. Why does it keep giving me this weird face? I don't like that. I don't want the logo to have that face though. I want it to be more... like this. I need a logo like the sun and the face in the sun, but I want it to fit into the characters at the same time. I like the face on the sun, but I like the colors and everything with the characters. Can you create me more characters in this style? I would like 5 more. It hasn't been good at creating characters on the previous output. You got Suno. Yeah, I got back into coding with because of AI too. I stopped coding. I thought I would never code again after I sold my business. But because of AI, I just got super excited and I was like, this is awesome. And then I started doing it again because I was having fun with it. you hacked the PC and got the song. Alright guys, so I'm waiting for some character generations. Here we are. It gave me a clown looking dude. Or no, somebody with... Oh, I like that girl. I like this girl. She's super, she fits in with the other characters really well. I'm not sure why it does that when I drag and drop an image out. Whoa, interesting. That's different. I don't know why it keeps doing glasses on everybody. why it's not letting me. This dude having a crop top is probably. Thanks, Illis. I appreciate that. All right, so we're getting some characters. The logo doesn't look that great. I like this guy. I'm just saving the characters that actually like look good, and the ones that don't look good, then I just pasted it into here. What was that name? EXE? E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm just trying to find the image that I actually just pasted into here. Into my applications folder. Alright. I guess I'm not gonna look for that right now. Okay guys, let's get a workout in. I have the characters. The next thing we need to do is create a logo. So the logos are coming back a little bit goofy. Haven't seen one that's good yet. So maybe dropping into the actual sun logo. Is there any good sun logos? Are they all just weird? They're all just weird, huh? New chat. I'm looking to create a sun logo that can fit on an app icon or small windows. It needs to be able to work with like just solid colors. Like it needs to work with 3 solid colors. And can you pick the colors out of these character designs? I want there to be no like eyes. I want eyes to just be like a smiling face, like a smiley face. I want the face to be drawn like a happy, at peace, smiley face. Okay, I'm gonna get this prompt running, and then I'm going to give it all of these. Okay, well, I wanted to actually, I'm gonna give it to 2 main characters. So the 2 main characters are this guy and this girl. And I'm gonna just put those 2 in there for now. And I'm gonna copy this and then run it back in a different chat just to get 2 different. I need to get some more outputs because it keeps outputting me the same thing. Okay, so let's get some logos. While we're waiting for that, let's do a quick workout. So camera, switch, let's go. Song switch. I'm still going. Oh. I need to get a water. I need to get a water. Let's go. Let's go. Watching XQC vibe coding. Oh my god. It's so funny with XQC. One of these days I'm put that XQC in the title. And I feel like a lot of people will find me. XQC version 682. I catch my breath. Out of breath now. I love getting workouts in while streaming. It's the biggest hack ever. I mean, I love getting workouts in throughout the day versus like one workout for like an hour. Instead, just like do set, go back to vibe coding, do set, you know? Let's get back to our screen. Let's get back to the designs. So I'm working on the logo, and I want a sun logo, but so far absolutely nothing is looking good. And this is the only one that actually looked interesting, but it still doesn't look like a logo. So we're gonna have to search online for some logos. I like this, the way this planet looks, but I want my logo to have a face. App icon. We should search app icons too. I like looking at app icons. I like this little guy right here. Whoa. I like these little guys. Whoa. I'm gonna screenshot this one. Like this. For your workouts, do you use professional equipment? I have dumbbells that go up to like 80 pounds, and I previously had a full gym setup in my backyard that had like I had a whole rack with a bar. I had the weights and everything, and I mainly use my dumbbells mostly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up my dumbbells and my bands. The bands that I have are actually really good. Don't underestimate the bands, guys, I'm telling you. I would highly recommend getting a set of workout bands. They're pretty inexpensive, they're lightweight. It lets you work out wherever you are. You can throw them in your car. Bands are super efficient. Also, I get like a good actual pump-in workout. It's not easy, especially if I use the heavier bands that I have. I have like 5 different like strengths, tension strengths. The tool that I use for upscaling video is called TOPAZ. TOPAZ. I just searched it in on my screen for you. Here it is. Topaz Labs. It can upscale any video to 4K and 60 FPS if you want to. Okay, let me go back to what I was doing. Where was I? Just looking at these logos. I really like the one that I found a second ago. Whoa, the wind. Let me close the window. So I have a set of dumbbells like this, and you like crank them, and you can change it from 5 pounds to 80 pounds in 5-pound increments. So I have to just go get those. They're actually in my car right now. Okay, I'm not seeing, this is the one I like the most out of all the ones I saw so far. I like this. So I'm gonna have it try to make something like that, but in the shape of maybe a sun. Can you recreate this app icon for me? But I want it to be a sun, in the shape of a sun. And I'd like you to use colors Wait. Can you make this app icon in the shape of a sun? That's my main objective here. I added an image of a character because I wanted to show you the colors of his clothing and hair, and I wanted to show you that the gradient. I like the gradient that's in this current app icon, and I just trying to transform this icon into a sun. And I'd like to do a version just like that, just like almost very similar to what the app icon is. Can you do a version of this app icon in the form of a sun? I'm just trying to give it different ways to implement it. One, I gave it the image. This one, I'm not going to give it the image. This one, I'm going to give it a different prompt. Could you do the app icon in the form of the sun, but could you also add eyes to this image too? Can you update this app icon? I gave you also an image of a character, but I want you to look at his clothing and his hair, use the colors that are in there, and I want you to add eyes to the icon of the sun. This needs to be an iOS app icon. Okay, so I gave it 4 different prompts. One that has the character, one that doesn't have the character. This one is a little bit too forward facing, because the reason why I like this one is because it's like looking up kind of, but it's closer. I want the blue to be more of like a sky blue instead of a deep blue. I'd like this circle to be more separate from the rays, and I want the face to be looking up, and also I want the blue to be more of a sky blue instead of a deep blue at the bottom. I wish that the new ChatGPT window would just keep the order of the prompts as you entered it, because every time I click on it and load it up, it like resets it to the top, and then these eyes should be more similar to the mouth and more like the reverse of the mouth, like 2 eyes that are upside down smiles. It should not be drawn out like actual eyes, and no eyebrows are needed. Also, it should be a sun, the shape of a sun. This one's botched. I should just delete this. I shouldn't even prompt this one. I'm just gonna delete this. Archive chat. Botched. That's so bad. No, it's not making it remotely how I want it to be. App icon character. I kind of like this brain looking icon. Just Edo Meats. I'm just trying a new design. I want to test out. I thought of this yesterday when I was hanging out at the park, and I realized that it's so many colors here, so bright here, and I want to get my app to look more like what you see out this window. It's so beautiful, and bring that energy into the app. And so I'm just trying a new design, so I might go in a different direction with the design. And that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm doing this redesign to see how it looks. Once I get both of the designs side by side, then I'll choose between which one I want to do. I do like this little smile thing, like app icon calm, like a calming app icon. Change the shape of the sun with the sunset, orange, yellow, and blues as the sun colors. The sun should include a drawn on smiley face. You think I should prompt it with that? Let's just prompt it with a prompt and no reference. I'm looking for an app icon to be created in. I want it to be very simple, smile, two-dimensional, but I want the edges to be I want the edges of the actual two-dimensional shape to have some sort of a bezeling to it, like a very gentle bezel to it. And I want the smile to have simple, happy looking eyes that are just a single line. I want it to be a single line. And I want the sun to be having a gradient, like a yellow orangey gradient. And then I want the background of the app, the behind the sun, to be like a sky blue. And I want there to be some kind of green in there too. Like a hill. I want it to look very clean, very, very clean. Simple. What's up, Zico? Where have you been, dude? Your PC was at the repair shop? You used Nano Banana for your app? What happened to your PC, dude? wish there was a way to search. I wish there was a way to search images. Search images. Okay. This is not what I want, but at least something closer. I don't even know. This is not exactly what I want, but I could at least give it. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it this. Wait. I'm gonna give it this. And this. Smile. Smile. SVJ. Smile icon. I want like this kind of smile. This kind of smile. Can you update the sun with this kind of smile? Can you make it simpler? It looks too complex. I don't really love the way that it made that. Let's try again. Let's try again. I'm trying to create a simple sun with a smile this is gonna be an app icon. I give you reference to the kind of smile that I like. Okay, I got three prompts running with different variations of, and that one looks terrible. So that's getting deleted. AI is failing us. I might have to go into creating my own logo pretty soon from hand, because I can kind of imagine it in my head what I want. Like, I'm going for something that's more. Delete this. Okay, I have a better idea, guys. This is not working. This sun thing is just total fail, so I have a better idea. Can you turn this face into an app icon logo? I want just the face. So can you create me two separate versions, completely separate from each other? One version, which should be in a completely separate image, should be just the actual eyes and the mouth, and then that's just in a square app icon. And then I want a separate image generated that is the actual head and the hair and everything, and that is in the form of an app icon. And then I want a third image generated where it's just the peace sign, the hand. That should be in an app icon, and it's just a hand doing the peace sign. I want to see these each separately and in their own images. These are all, those sun ones are all just absolutely horrendous. Setting Fable 5 to max yesterday, and you used it to redesign your app. Do you have it on? Do you have it publicly available? If you have it online to see or somewhere to see, I'll pull it up. Edo Beats. God. The other thing I wanted to do today was set up cursor or codecs with Claude Fable 5 to just try it out. Plugins, agents, subagents. I'm just messing with the, okay, that's garbage. Maybe GPT-5 is really bad at making app icons, or maybe I need to give it like a set of app icons that I'm referencing instead of just one, you know? Because if I give it like a whole set of app icons, it might just figure out what I want. Just screenshotting some stuff. Just looking for some kind of app icon that's gonna stand out. Or a logo. Could be a logo too. Character logos. Character logo. Come on, show me what you got. Logo. Design. Why is it asking if I'm human? I don't know what a bucket is. Logo. Drifting at the sea. Drifting at the sea. Okay, let's go into UI design because I think it's going to take me a long time to actually get to the logo because I care so much about logos. It's insane. So I probably should just take a break from logos and go into the actual design of the app. So let's get back to coding, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close out of all of these. I'm just going to close out of all of these current windows I have open because I have no idea, like they're all in different folders and stuff. And then I'm going to drop in the actual app UI changes. I'm going to drop in the app into here. And then let's run what I want to do is I want to create a new working tree. Can you create me another working tree called new design? And I want you to just make sure that that it has all of the run.sh in there, and make sure everything's working the same as this main branch that I'm currently on. And then once you're done, give me the actual working tree. I want you to stay in the same folder and don't switch over to the working tree in this current CLI though. Oh, did Anthropic log everybody out? Because I got logged out of my got logged out of my account. What's up with that? Log in to continue. Verify email address. There we go. I can close that window. And I'm logging. Login is successful. So should be working now. It just started executing the command I gave it right away. CD. Why don't I try another AI like ideogram or something? I don't know. Claude Fable is kicking butt, so it's doing a great job with everything I needed to do. Oh, I need to stretch after I get off stream. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna redesign this app with the new UI. Save image as. Okay, open the terminal or Claude session at this. So I'm gonna go here and I want you to redesign the colors, fonts, and the whole visual like UI, but I want you to keep the main concept of using I want you to keep the main concept of using the icons in the today's plan. I want to use the current application and how it's built out as like the wireframe for what to do. I want everything to function the exact same. I'm just mainly trying to change the colors, the fonts, and the overall like look and feel of the app. It's okay to change or keep the liquid glass, whichever one will fit into the designs better. I have some images inside of the UI design folder that I dropped in at the very beginning of this prompt that has some images that reference a UI design that I like. I want to go with like a very like white background with these colors in it, and I dropped in these two characters that I want to be utilizing within the app. So like for instance, maybe on the login flow or when you first load the app, like these characters are part of the app, but I want them to be on a very just like a white background, completely white. I don't want that background of their actual image, the character images, to get implemented into the app, because I like the design of that's in the UI design folder more than from a standpoint of the UI, and it needs to have that white background in order to function the way that it functions. So I'm going to be updating the logo and everything to match this brighter color, and I want the color wheel colors to all be updated and everything to match more colors that match these two characters. The character colors are currently the most important colors, and also in the UI design folder it's just going to show you colors that you could use, also like blues and similar colors that match that blue, like the yellows and greens, reds, and just I want there to be a color choice for every color in the color wheel that matches each other perfectly and goes well design wise. Also look at the fonts inside the design folder at the beginning of the prompt, because I think the fonts are different. But that said, I do really like the good morning and the today's plan fonts that you're using drawn. So there's still room to keep that font or something similar to that font. I like the sun that you put there next to the good morning. I appreciate that. So that's something that could be kept. But other than that, I want this to be complete redesign, and if those fonts don't match, then it's okay to leave it behind. Once you're finished with the redesign of the app, can you build it and run it into the simulator? Okay guys, that's probably gonna take like 20 minutes low-key to do that. Do you have a Discord? Gosh, I really gotta get this Discord thing. I fell asleep early last night and I slept so late. I haven't created a Discord. Discord community is definitely something highly requested. I wonder what is it that people do inside of Discords? I go into Discords. I have in the past, but creating a Discord takes like 4 seconds to do it. I mean, I have a Discord account, I just don't have a Discord server. But it takes 4 seconds to create a Discord server. Discord server. Read all remaining views and store code. Prepare character assets in white background. Design themes altered. Restyle views, characters. Build in the simulator. I need to see which characters are actually the ones I want. Hybrid human. They called it Lonnie Day. Hybrid human character V1. I'm gonna put all these into a can you make me an app icon that looks like a sun in the shape of this? It gives me back a circle. Imagine. You want me to create a Discord server right now? Discord server. Discord server. Add server, create my own Discord server. I just created a Discord server. But it's empty. It takes 4 seconds to make the account, but I have to fill it in with all the information, guys. I have to get it set up. with the information. So let me do that. I do want to set it up. I do want to like get it, put things in there. Like I want to add a image. I want to add some information in there. But I did start it. I just created it. It's really easy to create. Takes 2 seconds. I like how bright this looks. Can you remove the little lines around the edges that indicate rays, and also just make this a circle? I just want it to be a circle in the same colors. Something about the brightness of this is cool. So I might try to mess with that a little bit. So bright. But it doesn't really match our characters, so it would have to be modded. Can you please put the background, just make it completely white of these two characters? Don't change the characters at all. Look what it did. I swear, sometimes GPT 5.6 is not that smart. Can you remove the lines around the edges that are raised and make it a circle? You see the part that is cuts into the circle of the sun and then makes it look like it's a planet? That should be completely removed. It should just be a circle, and there should be no green. It should be a black background. Where would the skateboard, somewhere in here I had skateboard shots. Oh, I didn't even see these. Yes, this is what I wanted. I wanted the characters actually doing things. Okay guys, it's rebuilding the app and it has them in there. Okay. Okay guys, it's actually good. Some of the colors are not fully switched over to new colors, but for the most part, it looks decent. Guys, I think I do like the new design better. Like just off my first impressions, it looks more like professional. It's still building and running it. Did you guys see the? Has everyone in here seen the original designs? Because if you haven't seen that, I can pull it up. Let me just open another window to pull it up for you. Does the new style match the handwriting fonts? Maybe not. I'm trying to decide that in my head. But I do like the white. This is the old style. Well, everything's new. This is still new. I just made this the other day, but this is the OG. This is the new look. I'm obviously gonna change the characters. I'm not gonna have it look like that, but the characters are gonna look different. But I'm saying the colors, like the colors, you know, it just looks. And then when you go into the app, this was the old way. This is the new way. So this is more like journal-esque, like you're looking at a piece of paper. And wait. This is more look like you're looking at a piece of paper. And this is more like, you know, what, like it, I don't know, it just feels more like a phone. This one feels more professionally like done. This one feels more like, I mean, this looks professional too, but it's definitely a different style. This is like brighter. Okay, you know what it is? This is what it is. This is what it is. The one on the right is brighter. It brings more like, it feels like more energy. It feels, and that's kind of how it feels like outside my window. Like I can bring in like brighter colors in this one. In this one, it's more like earth tones. You see how all the colors are a little bit more earthy feeling. This one's gonna bring in more brightness. And I want to bring in more brightness. I mean, obviously there's a dark mode, so like you can go into the dark mode and have the dark mode on your phone, and I like dark mode also, but I think it's just gonna allow me to bring in more of a like brighter energy, which is what I want, because that's how I feel internally. Like I feel so happy to be doing what I'm doing, and I think What's up with their eyes in the dark mode? Do you notice that? Their eyes are all goofy in the dark mode. Let me go to light mode. Yeah, I think this old style is like, this is just me and my journal. It's just me and my journal, and the new style gives more like I want to update this because you guys see let me go back. Let me go to this. You see this line right here? This straight line? It should be more curvy like it was before. So let me just update that. Can you please do one thing that was in the previous app design, which is underneath the good afternoon and underneath the today's plan, there's a line in the previous design that was more like, looked like it was hand drawn. In the current one, it's more straight. I just wanted you to update it. I like the blue color. I just want it to be look like it's hand drawn like it used to be. Can you just update that one thing for me? Thank you. And then rebuild the app in the simulator. Okay, so I'm gonna give it that update just because that looks weird to me right now. You think you want to let the user decide between this style or this style? I think this could be one of the styles. Oh, you know what? That would be kind of cool to have like a mid. You know how there's a light mode and a dark mode in an app? What if there was a middle ground mode, which was this? But the colors though, the only thing though is the colors would have to change, because you see how these are brighter colors? There's a lot more brighter colors going on. So if I put these brighter colors into this, would the characters fit on this screen? You know what I mean? Because the characters might not fit onto this. You'd have to change the character's clothing color too to fit into this screen on the left. It would be too bright. Cause like if I could show you, I wish one of these was showing the brighter colors. Cause as you don't notice, this green is much brighter than this green. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the redesign though. Like in general, it looks professionally done. When you load in the default information, when you click the arrow at the top left on the page that loads first, or the arrow on the top right, can you load in a list of actions that show a representation of all the colors that are available in the app? And then can you build and run the simulator? Okay, so this is gonna give us all the colors that it has access to in those little circles next to the thing. So because I'm thinking about I'm thinking about the logo, the text that's in the logo. I'm thinking about the branding image. I'm thinking about if I wrote if I had a big image that was like behind me, what would I want it to look like? You know what I'm saying? Like if I had a big image right here that just had the logo and the font and the colors, like what would I want it to look like? And I keep thinking like I just want it to represent like nature. Like look at behind me, guys. Like look at nature. Like it's bright, beautiful, bright greens, like blue skies. Look at the clouds, they're like bright white. That's why I think I want to go with this design of that's on the right. It just fits more. It's way more fitting for what I want. Look at all the colors, the bright colors. Look at that. This one is it's earthy. It's not bad, but I think I just prefer I prefer this, you know? Brings like a happiness to it. There's like a good vibe, like joy to these colors. Some of the fonts could be changed to be more readable or cooler, because so this is what it looks like default. Because Lonnie Day is about having a heavenly day. Yeah, left's more moody. Way more fun. Yeah. Okay, guys, so let me pull up something real quick. Cause like look at this. Good vibes. Skateboarding. Like vibe coding, you know what I mean? Vibe coding, skateboarding. Come on, let's go. That's what I like doing. Okay, so we have the girl. She's watering plants and she's singing songs. Just like doing what she loves to do. Just with good vibes. Let's go. All these other characters. I want to make everyone be doing something. Like the characters were originally drawn out just kind of like standing there, but I want like mainly every character be doing something. And I have an idea about this character. This is like I think this is like the OG character, and then this is like the OG girl character, and then all the other characters are like side characters kind of. But I also want a dog. I want some kind of a pet, like either a dog or a cat or a monkey or something like that. I think I kind of want a monkey pet that's the only animal that's ever shown. I don't want there to be other animals, just like one animal. We could make it a monkey. I feel like I want to make it a monkey because I liked Mookie, and Mookie was cool. And I don't want to leave Mookie in the dust. Oh shoot, you guys can't see what I'm looking at? That whole time I was sharing my screen and I was looking at the characters. I was looking at these characters, guys. Okay, gosh. L. So this is the main character, the OG main character. This is the girl main character. And these other characters are the side characters. So I was just saying a second ago that I want to add an animal, but I only want there to be one animal, and everyone should be doing something, because you see how this person's roller skating, and you see how like this girl is doing what she loves. She's singing, she's watering the plant, and then the vibe coding and the skateboarding. Like, it's just perfect. depiction of like doing the thing that you love doing, and so that way I like these shorts. This one has shorts and all the other ones have pants, so I like the shorts in there. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this design to get it to be perfected. I was thinking that fear should have a different color instead of this super dark color. I thought about making love actually blue and fear red. Okay guys, let's get a workout in real quick. I think what's gonna happen is I am going to I'm gonna mess with this design a little bit probably tomorrow. I want to get off a little early today just to get a nice chill day in. It's Sunday today, so I'm gonna get a break, go to the beach, get some food, hang out. I'm gonna do a quick workout and the stream off good, and we'll start up again tomorrow working on the new design of the app. So let me just get some music going and get a little workout in before I leave. Let's go. Okay. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll be back tomorrow to keep working, keep vibe coding, doing what I'm doing. I hope your guys' projects are going well. And you made a lot of progress today. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace out. See you later.